Proceed with caution. I've got your back.
Let's head to the Palace of Astron together. But I am. It's the prize for the war dance, after all. I might not know all the stories and legends, but I know a legendary sword when I see one. Grandpa always asks me to go look at swords with him, but he hasn't said anything about this one. It's really weird. But now that we're invited, let's go and check it out.
It's still early. Where to now?
There you are. Come on, let's go to the ceremony together.
Please allow me to offer a sincere compliment, my fair lady. Your beauty is as pure as a snow-white iris. Well, if it isn't my dear friend, glad to meet you again.
Who is this weirdo? Who is this knight?
I am Argenti, a member of the Knights of Beauty. I was invited as a part of the Kalevala delegation to escort the legendary Mieka Kivesa back to the Cienjo. May I have the honor of knowing your name?
My name is Yun Li.
What a beautiful name. I wonder if you have ever heard the holy name of the pure and flawless goddess Adrilla.
Oh, you're here, Yun Li. Didn't expect you to be so well informed. Well, now that you're here, don't forget your manners.
Manners. Come on. You won't find another granddaughter as polite and well-behaved as me.
Well, just remember this is a very serious ceremony. Sorry for keeping you waiting, Mr. Pavo. Now, let the sword gifting ceremony begin.
Before the ceremony officially commences, I want to express my gratitude to the Knight Argenti. Thank you for enlightening us about the sword's origin and for escorting it here safely so that we may complete this ceremony. On behalf of the Kalevalan delegation, I, Pavel Kalistaya, am here to return the legendary Mieka Kivesa to the Cienjo Alliance, its rightful homeland.
I'm truly grateful for Kalevala's noble act of returning the sword and for the Knight of Beauty's chivalry. Now, as we gather here on the Cienjo Lahu, I officially welcome the sword back to its homeland. Mieka Kivesa. It's a fitting name for a sword with such a legendary past. I still remember the name engraved on this sword the day it was forged. Guyin. It was forged by Han Guang, a craftsman from the Zhu Ming's Pyro Jaya Forge.
Wait. Hongguang?
Although its blade is worn and cracked, its essence remains as resilient as the Cienjo Cloud Knights. All it needs is some repairs and polishing by the skilled craftsmen of the Artisanship Commission to regain its former glory. I've decided to entrust this sword, Guyin, to the Lawful Artisanship Commission for Restoration. Furthermore, it will serve as the prize for the champion of the Lawful War Dance. This sword will be wielded against abominations to protect our homeland and live up to the mission of the Kalevalan delegation that returned it from so far away.
Thank you, General. It is an honor for Kalevala.
Now, esteemed knight and delegation members, please head to the Artisanship Commission, where...
No! This sword was forged by Hongguang.
Yun Li! These esteemed guests have brought back your father's last work. Where are your manners?
Oh, I didn't realize this sword was actually forged by your father. Returning it to its rightful owner is,
Grandpa, give me that cursed sword right now. I'll melt away the remnants of that man's curse once and for all.
Don't be rude, Yun Li. Apologize to our esteemed guests from afar.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for making a scene. But I have to melt down this cursed sword. I won't let it fall into anyone else's hands.
Yun Li, please. Go. This is exactly why I didn't want Yun Li to know about this. I didn't want to create trouble, but trouble found its way here anyway. Perhaps it really is divine intervention. Could you, please, keep an eye on Yun Li for me? Don't worry about it. I need your help on this. I apologize for the unfortunate interruption. Let us move on with the ceremony.
Unless I'm mistaken, Yun Li should be around here somewhere.
Stop watching me and say something. Did Grandpa send you to look for me? I bet he did. Really? Thank you. Just so you know, I'm here just waiting for the perfect moment to snatch that sword. And once I have it, I'll melt it down before anyone can react. Don't even think about stopping me. No one can stop me. You do have some skill. But now is not a good time to try to stop me. Have you heard of cursed swords? That sword is one. I guess that's what it means, literally. A cursed sword lets anyone, even a complete novice, wield it with insane skill. Just by holding the hilt, even the weakest rookie can brandish it with incredible speed and strength. I'm not joking around. And I'm not making up some crazy story. While a cursed sword grants instant abilities to its wielder, it comes at a cost. It's like continuously adding fuel to the forge. With each swing, the sword drains the wielder's blood and essence. Day by day, the fuel will run out. Soon enough, he'll no longer be a person wielding a sword, but a mindless, killing machine, consumed by bloodlust and murderous thoughts. Oh, so you're familiar with Heliobi. That makes this much easier to explain. There was a lunatic swordsmith who infused metal blades with Heliobi, as he was obsessed with turning weapons into living things. And this is how cursed swords were made. I know, I shouldn't have caused a scene at the sword gifting ceremony. But I've thought this through. If I don't make a fuss now, that cursed sword will cause a whole lot more trouble. So it's better if it's me causing the trouble. By the way, aren't they supposed to be taking the sword to the Artisanship Commission for repairs? Why haven't they come out yet? Any ideas? Looks like they're not going to show up here. I'll just head straight to the Artisanship Commission. It doesn't matter why Grandpa chose that sword. I won't let it fall into anyone else's hands. I'll track down every single sword he forged and melt them down one after another. I have to go now.
Is she planning to sneak into the Artisanship Commission and steal that sword? Maybe I should keep an eye on her. The Artisanship Commission is so big. Where could she be?
Just a while ago, a girl came up to me, all fierce and demanding directions. She said she's a member of the Artisanship Commission. Do you know her?
No idea who she is. If she really works here, how can she not know her way around?
Yeah, she wasn't big at all. But that weapon of hers was pretty intimidating.
She was in a hurry, heading straight for the Artisanship Commission, and I didn't want to ask too many questions.
She said something like, "I'm a member of the Artisanship Commission. Where do you keep your precious stuff?" I got scared and pointed her toward Master Gongshu's warehouse, where he stores his aroma.
Wait, why did you give her directions? What if she's planning to steal something?
Where else? Like I said, she was headed straight for the warehouse, where all the valuable arumatons are.
Yeah, that place is filled with Master Gongshu's precious arumatons. I bet they'll...
Quality, good price, hassle-free chartering, high-end barge. The best.
Conflict is hideous!
Rhythm get messed up.
Blood-cleansing dragon!
Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Show no mercy! Here is thunder!
Let's improvise.
That's all you got?
Follow my charge.
I sense a storm. Conflict is hideous!
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Show no mercy!
The times are changing.
Battles are chess games. No two are alike.
What are you doing here? Look, if I get into trouble, it's my problem. I don't want to drag you into it. Fine. Let's smash these metal cans first. Then we can talk.
The next opponent.
Here is thunder!
Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
Nice, like my friends. Indulge yourselves! How's this taste?
Great teamwork.
Strength. Awaken dormant scales. Blood-cleansing dragon.
The mood is set. Let the show begin. Take your positions. Let's improvise.
Step up, let's see ya.
Sense a storm.
There's no time to lose.
Conflict is hideous! Show no mercy!
In the mood for another beating? Time to mix things up.
Great team.
Nice, like my friends. Indulge yourselves!
The mood is set. Just let the show begin.
Step up, let's see ya. It ain't over.
Stay in step.
The strength.
Follow my charge.
Here is thunder. In the mood for another beating? How's this taste?
1,000 credits.
Dreams do come true.
There's no time to lose.
Heaven surge. Break! Awaken dormant scale. Blood-cleansing dragon. Not yet. Not now.
Your new...
Is that it? Conflict is pitiless!
Let's improvise.
Nice, like my friends. Indulge yourselves! Time to mix things up.
1,000
I will dispatch you. Your end approaches. That paradise. Savor it for me. Failed to send you.
Show no mercy!
The mood is set. Let the show begin!
In the mood for another beating?
There's no time to lose.
Here is thunder. Step up, let's see ya. How's this taste? Rice like my friends? Indulge yourselves!
Follow my charge.
Conflict is pitiless!
Stay in step.
There's no time to lose.
Rhythm get messed up. Let's improvise. The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Follow my charge.
Failed to send you. That paradise. Savor it for me.
Is that it?
Dreams do come true.
Here is thunder! Show no mercy!
Let's improvise.
Failed to send you.
That was the last of them. Thank you for all. This place is heavily guarded. But there's nothing but automatons. Where is the arsenal? Seems like not even those craftsmen know where the arsenal is. At this rate, we won't find anything. And Grandpa might take me away before I can do anything. You're not really here to help me. You're here to stop me, right? No. It's not. Grandpa made a promise to the delegation, and going back on his word would tarnish his reputation and make things difficult for the Lofu. But leaving that cursed sword here will also make things difficult for the Lofu. So all things considered, the best outcome is for me to melt that sword down and take all the blame. You probably think I'm being impulsive and unreasonable, right? Hey! I'm not always like this. It's all because of that cursed sword. Look. I owe you an explanation. But this isn't the best place to talk. We need to find somewhere else. Let me be clear, though. I'm still pretty riled up. This is just a temporary break. I already told you about Guyan. The sword that was returned during the ceremony. It's a cursed sword, with a heliobus inside. And Hongguang, the swordsmith who forged it, is my father. I rarely mention his name to anyone other than Grandpa. Maybe, like you said, I've been avoiding having to talk about him. But as long as my mission to hunt down cursed swords continues, it's impossible to avoid the topic forever. For some reason, I feel like I can open up to you. Honestly, I don't remember much about him. All I know is that the Pyrogyre Forge used to be a bustling place, with people from all over coming to get one of his swords. They called him the greatest master craftsman since Yingxing. I didn't catch all the details, but I do remember seeing him forge those amazing swords, while the visitors watched with smiles on their faces. I used to believe that craftsmen brought happiness to others. The swords crafted by the Pyrogyre Forge are famed across the stars. They possess exceptional sharpness and invincibility. With these legendary weapons, even ordinary people can become skilled warriors, capable of overcoming the most formidable opponents. But then, he became obsessed with becoming a famed swordsmith, and started crossing all sorts of lines. He forged cursed swords that should never exist. And all those people who desired those twisted swords started flooding into the palace. However, just like Grandpa said, those who excel with the sword will eventually suffer by it. The palace was overrun with visitors from afar. Some left empty-handed. Others got swords that didn't fulfill their desires. And some even resorted to stealing. And it was so sudden and unexpected. Everything went silent for a moment. I was frozen in place, unable to move. I don't remember much after that, except for the pounding of my heart and the sound of my own gasps of breath. I could hear the smiths in the Pyrogyre Forge. My tears wouldn't stop, and I couldn't see anything. I kept guessing General Huayan hadn't arrived in time. I probably wouldn't be here talking. After that, General Huayan took me in and treated me like his own granddaughter. To me, he is 100 times better than my sinful father. He taught me forging and swordsmanship. Hongguang paid for his sins, but his troubled legacy must not go unchecked. According to the records, he forged a total of 1,382 heliobus cursed swords. And when I joined the Pyrogyre Forge for training, I made a vow to hunt down all those cursed swords. So far, I found 3 like all the other cursed swords. I've said my piece now. Even though it'll be tough for Grandpa. Those travelers who came seeking Hongguang's swords all came in the name of justice, and most of those so-called great heroes. We're heartless killers. Many of the cursed swords I've destroyed. Somehow, after talking to you, I feel like I've cooled off a bit. Well, I'll have an honest conversation with Grandpa tomorrow. And I won't take any action against Gu Yun. Yeah. I shouldn't have done that in a public place. Anyway, thank you. We'll catch up tomorrow.
I should go back to the Palace of Astrum and tell General Huaiyan what happened at the Artisanship Commission.
My granddaughter didn't cause any trouble, did she, young lady? Sorry for all this trouble. Yun Li told you quite a bit. Now it's time for this old man to tell my side of the story. Han Guang was my beloved disciple. A rare genius not seen in the Pyrogyre Forge since Yingxing. However, talent can sometimes be a curse. He had an unusual fervor for forging, and he dreamed of forging a sword with self-awareness that surpassed that of humans. According to him, while weapons of mass destruction like usually Xianzhou swordsmiths infuse a basic level of awareness. By infusing Heliobi into swords, he managed to forge weapons after countless battles. No matter how noble Han Guan's later, Outworlders got, and you know what happened next. Yes. I don't want her to spend her whole life trapped under her father's shadow. She, despite her vow to hunt down and wipe out and to reclaim those swords, she has to do. I took her in to give her a chance at a normal childhood. Not to send her on a sword hunting journey, even if she manages to melt down all. Gu Yin is indeed one of the cursed swords forged by Han Guang. Very few swordsmiths could use Heliobi. I thought this sword could be an opportunity. I wanted to tell her that her father wasn't all evil, that even the man she resents so much, I also wanted to find a chance to. I've instructed the artisanship. Since my granddaughter mentioned talking to me tomorrow, I'll be waiting for her. By the way, you watched over her for quite some time. I'll be counting on you then.
Time to go back and find that class-skipping March 7th.
Birds are born with no shackles, then one fetters my fate. Float away the white petals. Leave me.
All right, everyone is here. It's time for questioning.
Yoon Lee, I'm sure you understand why the official called you here, right?
Yeah? But I didn't steal the sword.
Now is not the time to use your reputation like that. If we don't recover the sword, we will be breaking our promise to the Lawfu and betraying the delegation. We're counting on you to find the truth, Official Daha.
Yes. It's my duty to thoroughly investigate the case. Even though Yoon Lee is firm in her words, we can't just rely on her.
After everything, the sword still got stolen.
In this case of Gu Yun's theft, everyone involved seems suspicious to some extent. Miss Yoon Lee is the main suspect. First, during the sword gifting ceremony,
That's true.
the Realm Keeping Commission inspected the arsenal where
If March 7th were here, she'd probably jinx it and accidentally reveal who the thief was.
the box containing Gu Yun was opened and the sword went missing.
Well, I do know about the box and the cursed sword.
Exactly. The suspect had a clue. So, besides the ceremony, Master Gongshu checked the work records, and I questioned. Argenti? Oh, that Knight of Beauty. You might not know, but so, he wouldn't have gone. In that case... That makes sense. So, did you steal it? Then stop joking around.
I can prove that she came to me after leaving the Artisanship Commission, so she...
Put it simply, not everyone. So,
I didn't steal.
well, when you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. If you want to prove me wrong, you'd better come up with some solid evidence.
Let me gather my thoughts. I need to help Yoon Lee clear her name. Did we miss any clues? Noise. Please stay tuned.
I don't want to make things difficult for official Dahao. Let's do this. If I can find that cursed sword, I can prove my Well, don't blame me if I find it first. There's something else bothering me. Why would the thief take the sword? Leave the case? Yeah. Maybe.
Who could have thought that the Miekaki vessel would be stolen? And that the prime suspect is Jen. Regardless, we've accomplished our mission.
That's enough, young lady. Let me get something straight. The first master of the Miekaki, the monarchs would heed the guidance of the hero.
What is, Helio? The point is that the Miekaki vessel...
If you've found any clues, feel free to tell everyone. All right.
Yoon Lee says she didn't steal the sword, and I am willing to believe her. But I know well that Yoon Lee... You were with Yoon Lee yesterday. After the ceremony, Argenti carried... No, she was still mad at me, so she didn't... I'm counting on you, then.
So, the thief took the sword from the case without picking the lock? Why is this flower petal inside the case?
Yes, I received your message yesterday and went to the arsenal to check on it when I went back this morning. However, as the... Wait, no. I just remembered. My precious Arumaton